Hi guys, I have something new today. A couple of different things I'm going to use is number one, I got this book here in the email. Actually, it's not a book. It's a new razor, and it took me a couple of minutes to figure out how to get it out of here. But this padding comes out like like this, and it comes beautifully packaged. It's the Rockwell 6S, and it comes with a set of Rockwell blades, which I'm going to use today for a new one. And this is the actual razor, and I'll go over that in a second. But they actually have plates in here that you put in. They put little grooves in here so you can get it out. It's kind of nice. And those plates, let's see if I can do this, has a number on them, like this. And like this. I'm only do it with one hand. And the same thing with the other one. So depending on how aggressive or efficient, as Kevy says, you want your shave, it depends on what blade insert that you'll use here. So we'll close this down for a minute. I'm also using a different camera today. I'm actually using a movie camera instead of my GoPro, just to see how it's going to work out. I know that I'm a little bit closer to the lens than I was before. Or at least the pictures are a little bit more blown up. So I'm going to turn the. What happens when you have a camera with the viewer off to the side? You keep looking at the viewer instead of at the lens, and that's very distracting. It's like when you're instead of talking to the audience, it looks like you're looking at somebody else. So I'm going to just turn it on edge. So now I'm just looking directly at the lens, and there's nothing else to see. Okay, this is the razor, and it's a three-piece razor, and we'll take this thing apart, and I'll show you which plate I have in here. Okay, it comes apart like this here, and it says 1 on the inside, and it says 3 on the outside. So when you put it on, I'm going to put a blade in here. This is the new Rockwell blade. I don't know, can you see that? Rockwell? Yeah, okay. That came with it. I'm going to put one of those in there. I had another package of them, but I don't know what happened. I must have used them all up. So I'm dropping this in here, trying to drop it in. This is stainless steel razor, and when I'm going to put it, I'm putting the 1 down towards the blade, and the 3, I think it's 3, yeah, 3, which is probably a very medium grade. It's not very, it should not be aggressive, but we'll find out. And then we'll just screw this on like that. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to check for the alignment to make sure I got everything correct. Okay, there's a little bit of an overhang, and I think you can see that. I can't see it, but you can see it. On this side, we'll flip it up, and there's a little bit of an overhang here, but it's no big deal. It's not. Actually, it's not very much at all. It's there, but that's about it. Okay. All right. Soap I'm going to use today is the Lady Luck. I've used this before. It's really, really nice, and sometimes I'll take the soap out and I'll put it in my bowl here, and I'll mix it up. But today, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it in here, and I'm going to mix the lather right in here. All right. And the brush I'm going to use, I have that soaking. This is an Omega brush. The label is coming off, but that's okay. It'll still work. And what else am I going to use? Well, we'll get to the rest of it as I go. But I will use a pre-shave oil or cream called Perazzo. I've used this before in some of my videos. And the reason I like using this is especially if I'm using a new razor. Because I don't know how it's going to shave. I don't know how it's going to affect my skin. So I like all the protection I can possibly get. Last time I was using the Brute soap. If you've watched any of my videos, you see I use that to wash my face all the time. And I think the last couple of videos I changed over to the Dove soap. It looks like this. But I'm going to tell you something. The Brute soap is a lot slipperier. So if you're looking for a soap to pre-shave, it uses the pre-shave oil or soap, try the Brute. It's not as good as the Dove. All right, let's wash up and see what we can do. Got to get the water hot first. I've got about, I think it's 3, maybe 4 days of growth on my beard. And what I do, here it is. You guys put my pre-shave someplace. Put this on. The reason I'm going up and down is I have to look around the camera view screen, which I have on an edge. I can't really see it except for the edge of it, because I don't want to look off away from you. I want to look at you, and that's right there. So if you could leave your comments below whether you like this camera setup or not, let me know. Also I'm not using a tripod. I might post a picture later on of how I've attached my camera and one of my lights to a bracket that I bought. I think it's a Manfred bracket. And I just clamp it to the side of one of my medicine cabinets here. And I'll show you that later. And it's just trying it out rather than my GoPro. Alright, leave that set. Alright. I'm not going to shake a bunch of water out, so I'm going to leave it like that, and we're going to put this in here to see how we do. Get some of the water out. I've used this soap before. It really smells nice. Lady Luck. I need all the luck I can use with this new razor. Hope it's Sunday today. I think it's the 21st of August, 2019. I hope you're having a good day. All right. Let's put this on here. And of course I got it all over, way too wet, but we're going to work with what we have. I got it on my shirt. Birdie botched that up, didn't I? I'm going to let that sit for a minute, get some of this off my shirt here. I'm going to mix it up again, but I'm not, get some of the water out of my oh, it really smells good. I want to thank all of you that have subscribed. I really appreciate it. I really do. Especially some of the guys that are doing the other shaving videos. And I can only encourage you to start your own channel. It'll help this whole movement of wet shaving come back again. I bought some batteries for one of my cameras that I use. And when I'm a private detective, and I was on surveillance last night, and I grabbed my camera, and the damn battery was dead, and I grabbed another one, that one was dead, and I bought them, and they're supposed to be super duper. So thank God I had another camera along with me, so I packaged them up, called Amazon, they're gonna send them back. You just never know. All right, that's enough of that. By the way, I did lose her in traffic. All right, let's see how we do here. First pass, setting a 3 on this Rockwell. It's a heavy razor. 6S. Okay, this feels pretty good. Heavy razor. If any of you use this razor, I'd appreciate your comments below if you like it or don't. I may have to step up a notch on the blade insert, maybe to a 4. Or, you know what, it might be the blade too. I don't use too many Rockwells. I did order a whole bunch of them. A bunch. You know, just gaggles of geese. And there's flock of birds, and I guess you can call it a bunch of razor blades. Pull the wrinkles out of the way. Paul H. doesn't have any wrinkles. Neither does Kevy Shaves. That makes it a lot easier. And I can only encourage you guys to go over to their channels and take a look. Paul H. Films and Kevy Shaves. And I know I'm forgetting somebody else, a couple other ones in there. I'll put all our links below so you can go take a look at them. Alright? Sometimes with the razor blade, the first time is really, it might pull a little bit, and the second time they use a razor blade is better. And I don't know if it's because the razor blade is too sharp to begin with and then dulls down a little bit, or maybe the practice of shaving against the whiskers like I'm doing actually hones it. I'm sure there are more knowledgeable people in this room that know more about it than I do. I'm trying to keep these videos under, well under 30 minutes, but if I stop talking it might help. Or if I only go to 2 passes. Just turn this around. I haven't turned it around yet, have I? This side shaves a little easier, maybe because the shaving cream was on longer. Alright, let's check her out. Put the razor down here. And I got a ways to go yet. Let's see if there's enough on this brush. I may have to lather it up again, which is A-okay. I like this soap. This time it'll be a little thicker. Yeah. Looks nice. I'm gonna see if you guys, I could turn this into a quiz, but I won't. Have you ever noticed in some of the other channels when the guys are shaving, their sideburns are coming down a little bit? They call them runways, I guess, or something like that, or landing approaches, or aircraft carriers, or whatever they talk about. But you ever notice what happens when they put the, I'll take some of this off here, show you what I mean. They're putting their, let's say the hair comes down to about here from the top, and they're shaving, and they go down an inch below that, and they're talking away, which is kind of cool. We're talking about food or recipes, but they always leave it like an inch below the actual hair, and I'm saying, I keep wanting to tell them, move up to here. Then when they take their razor and they shave over the spot, they start where there's no shaving lotion or lather, cream, whatever, stick. You know what I mean. Okay. Alright, pass number 2. Let's move this along, or it's going to turn into a boring hour of shaving. Okay, let's do this here. Gonna go across the grain. It feels good. I'm not in love with this blade. It pulls a little bit. It does the job. I'm going to try this razor with maybe a Persona Red or an Astra and see how it works out. I got some feathers on order. I'm trying to let the razor and the blade do the work. All right. Okay, one more pass. So far so good, I have not cut myself. All right, one more pass, but maybe I'll do 3 or 4. No, I won't. One more will be enough. At the end of this one, you guys will probably be snoring and sleeping and do you ever notice that sometimes when you're watching a YouTube video, if they don't hold your interest, you really get bored and you click it off? I've done it. And if mine are boring, hey, do that too. Okay. Pretty neat. Alright, now we're going to go up against the grain. One thing you notice if you shave with this razor, you know that you got a razor in your hand because it's so heavy. Almost need 2 arms to hold it up. Okay, nice. Very nice. This is a rough spot. Okay. And it washes out nice too. The soap doesn't stick on the razor. All right, now the trick here is Saturday. I think I mentioned that before. Do you like how I put a long space between each word? Yeah, I could go up 1 notch on the efficiency of this blade. Go to the next setting of 4 instead of 3. Okay, I'll leave that right there. All right, one final pass around the neck. And the chin. Oh, smell that. This smells really good. Okay. I'm inventing a smell button that I'm going to put right over here, that when I push this button and I say smell this, you'll be actually smell this through the camera. You believe me, right? Of course you do. Would I lie to you guys? No. The soap was pretty slippery, which I like in a soap, especially on the first time I'm using a razor. Isn't it funny you can go over your face several times and you still miss spots? Alright, that's enough. Now, I'm going to put some nice Lake Michigan water on my face. Use my rag here. We'll get some of the soap off. And I'm going to use, what am I going to use? Arco for an aftershave balm. Boy, it may not take, like Paul H. says, it may not take years off me, but it sure makes me feel better. Okay, but first I'm going to put witch hazel. You know what I'm going to use. Humphreys. And of course I have the tea tree oil in it. This is astringent. Oh yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to put my aftershave on. Oh. This is the Arco. It's the Action aftershave. Doesn't burn at all, but it just smells so good. All right. Final step is Arco aftershave balm to blue. You can see that right there. Little dab, about this much. Puts the moisture back into the skin. Oh my. Paul H might be wrong. I think I do look younger. And I put too much on my hands. Okay. Alright, let's recap this. This is the 6S Rockwell razor, and I have a number 3 spacer in there, I guess you call it. I'm using a Rockwell blade, and I'll put my dot on it so I make sure that I don't know that it's used once. The soap I'm going to use, or did use, was the Lady Luck. 4 ounces from Shannon Soaps Company, right there. That was nice and slippery. I also used the Perazzo pre-shave cream. The Arco aftershave, you saw that, and I don't want to go with this again. The Arco, that was aftershave lotion, this aftershave balm. The brush I used was a Omega. And what else? And of course my Humphreys witch hazel. Well, that does it for today. I hope you can leave your comments below. Whether you like the video, what do you think the new video setup, how that looks compared to my GoPro on the prior videos. If the lighting, if it's too close or too far away. Also, let me know what you think of that razor. I'm really be interested. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'd say it'd be about 6 or 7 with that particular blade. But if I use a different blade like a Persona Red or maybe an Astra Green, it might kick it up a notch. But am I happy with the razor that I bought it? Yep, and I did buy it. Nobody gave me that razor. So if you have any questions, please leave them below. And just know that I do appreciate all your comments. I do answer them all. And I would appreciate if you do subscribe if you haven't before. I want you to have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Some of you wanted to know the camera set I have set up for my my videos on my shaving. So here it is. It's very simple. This is one of the setups. I have an LED light here. My camera, it's a Sony movie camera. It's really old. And then I got my other light over there. These are both LED lights. And this is what the whole thing looks like together. The connections are the Manfred. I think it's Manfred. It's called, I have a clamp that goes here. That was a separate purchase. It looks like something like that. And then I have those arms, or Manfred arms, I believe. There it is right there, the name of it. Manfredo. There you go, Manfredo, I'm sorry. And so I got the 2 arms that come out. And it works pretty well. It's really solid and stable, and it just does not move at all. And maybe I'll show you my GoPro setup that I have also. So you've seen it. that's it. Pretty simple setup. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.